Started.
Okay. Mhm. Hello everyone, myself Kamlesh Kumar MG and my teammate Sandeep. So today we are going to present to you our project, customer product recommendation using association rule mining. So we have just highlighted the contents which we are going to discuss in this presentation. So we'll start with an introduction to our project and then we'll explain about the data set and the pre-processing steps. And in the data mining part, we'll talk about the association rule mining and the a priori algorithm we used. And then we also talk about the recommendation generation step. And at the end, we'll show a small demo of our work. So to begin with, today's retail market has become very competitive and it has become very data driven. So there is indeed of innovative techniques to elevate the market. So we have just highlighted three aspects which our project is trying to achieve. So first thing is the personalization. So we aim to provide personalized product recommendations to the customers based on their shopping behavior. And then with the use of association rule mining, we try to identify the patterns and then promote the recommended products to the customers. And then our ultimate aim is to increase the revenue of the company by increasing the product sales. So our project idea is to implement the association rule mining, especially the a priori algorithm, to identify association among the products purchased by the customers and to generate the recommendations based on this association. So Sandeep will continue this presentation.
Thank you, Kamlesh. Hello, guys. This is Sandeep. Let's go through the dataset which we have got from the Kaggle platform. So this dataset is provided by Instacart, and so out of this, the main dataset will be the orders and product dataset. So this dataset is like a denormalized one. So each row is like a product and in which order it was part of. So we'll be having multiple rows multiple rows, and we can connect this data set to other data sets like orders to get which user has ordered that specific transaction, and we can connect it to products data set in order to get the product that specific product name, and we can connect it to departments and aisles data sets in order to get in which department and in which aisle that product was. So Kamlesh, can you go to next step? So in order to generate the association rules by using a priori, first we need to get the transactions data and which we don't have right now. So for that we need to do a bit of pre-processing on the data set which we got. So first we need to load the data into the system. So currently we are using Python system and we are using pandas library uh, in order to load the data and do a bit of processing on the data. Uh, So we have a lot of data, and we only need a specific specific columns, and we have string the other parts of data. So in our case, the main data which we need is order ID and products which are part of. So that's the data we have selected and discarded the remaining else. And another step is concatenating. So the data set which we got contains two main two main sets. One is a training data set and prior data set, which is the user's previous orders data set. So in our case, it makes sense to concatenate both those data sets. So that's why we have concatenated, and we have merged that data set with the products in order to get the product names. And the next step will be the aggregation. As I have already said previously, the data set which we got is like a denormalized one. So we have aggregated according to the order ID. So after doing aggregation, the data set which we will get will be in this format. Each row will be a transaction, and the products column will contain all the products which is part of that specific transaction. And we will use this data set to find out the association rules. Kamlesh, next slide. Yeah, as Kamlesh has already discussed, we are using a priori algorithm in order to find the association rules. So this process contains majorly two steps. The first step will be finding the frequent item sets. Using these frequent item sets, we will generate the association rules. Uh, so, uh, so for association, like a priori algorithm, the processing steps is very huge. If we use the brute force approach and try to find out all possible frequent item sets, it will take forever. So in order to prune this processing step, what we did was like we have used the a priori principle. What a priori principle states is the subset of a frequent item sets is also a frequent item set. In other words, what we can say is if an item set is not frequent, its superset item sets is also not frequent, and we will use this step in order to reduce the processing time, as we got like 100,000 transactions, and we have 50,000 products which users has ordered. So in order to reduce the processing time, we will be using this a priori principle. And so this so in this frequent item set generation, we will use this support threshold in order to reduce the frequent item sets. After generating the frequent item sets, we will use these item sets in order to generate the association rules. So in association rules, what we will do is we will generate all types of combinations and divide it into two parts. And we will use the confidence threshold in order to generate the quality rules. So using this association rules, we will recommend some products to the user, which Kamlesh will go in deep. Kamlesh.
Yes. So once we have the association rules, so the next step what we do is to generate the recommendations to the customer. So our recommendation works based on the products the customer has in their cart. So below is just an example where a customer has baby spinach, baby kale, and banana in his cart. So our algorithm will now recommend baby bok choy to them. So another example is when a customer has organic baby carrots in their cart, our algorithm will recommend organic bananas and banana. So I'll just show you a small demo of our work. So first we do the pre-processing steps, and then we'll find the frequent item set, and then we'll generate the association rules. So once we have the association rules, we'll generate the recommendations. So imagine this dictionary as the customer cart. So if a customer has organic baby carrots, then our algorithm will recommend organic bananas and banana to them. So I'll just give you another example where a customer has baby spinach and baby kale and banana in their cart. So now our algorithm will recommend baby bok choy to them. So that's all about the demo. So for the future direction, so now we have just implemented an a priori algorithm with one of the recommendation model. So next we'll try to implement various models for recommendations, and then we'll compare and find which is more useful. So that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.